So why don't we go ahead and begin then? So sitting tall, please. In a comfortable position, I have my legs crossed and I'm sitting on a couple of blankets. You could have your legs extended forward if you'd like to, whatever way you can maintain this seat for about a minute or two. So letting your shoulders relax down your back, the eyes close, the head lifting toward the ceiling. Take a few deep breaths in and out, please. Settling in. And then relax your effort around your breath and stay with it, though. Be aware that you're breathing. And there are several ways to do that. Perhaps you're noticing the sensation of the breath in the nostrils. Maybe you're noticing the sensation, the feeling of the breath at your throat. Maybe it's the body expanding on inhale and contracting on exhale as the lungs fill and empty. However best you can be aware of the breath, be aware of the breath. Holding this awareness of your breath for just a little bit longer. Allowing that awareness to keep you grounded here in the present moment when your mind tries to sweep you into the past or loft you off into the future. Be here now. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Allow your eyes to open, bringing your awareness back to the space around us. Good. Welcome back. So we're going to begin tonight on our backs. So moving any props you have off to the side, go ahead and come to lay down, please. Take your time as you get there. And once you make it onto your back, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. It might make you want to rock gently from side to side on the spine. Good. So when you're ready, go ahead and bring your feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip distance apart, because we're going to do some bridge pose. Good. So your arms starting off down by your sides. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift your arms all the way overhead, knuckles touching the floor above you, full range of motion. With your exhale, reach back up toward the ceiling and then bring your arms back down to your sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up and over. And exhale, bring the arms back down again. Again, the arms lift. And the arms lower. Let's add the hips now. Keep moving the arms. Inhale, lift the hips. Press the pelvis toward the ceiling. And exhale, release the arms and hips back down to the ground. Inhale, arms and hips lift at the same time. And then exhale, release the arms and hips back down. Let's do a few more of these on your breath, lifting up, inhale, lowering down, exhale. And that could be a slower movement if you need it to be. It could be a quicker movement if you'd like it to be. Just keep moving with the breath. Good. Now we're going to make this just a hair more dynamic. So with your next inhale, you're going to lift the hips and lift just your right arm up and overhead. Left arm stays down. As you exhale, release the hips, release the arm, and turn your head to the left. Right arm releases down, head turns to the left. Inhale, lift the hips, pick up your left arm. Head comes back to center. As you release the arm and hips down, turn your head to the right. We'll do this a few more times, don't worry. Lift your hips, pick up your right arm. Exhale, release down, turn your head to the left. Pick up the hips, lift the left arm, inhale. Exhale, release down, turn the head to the right. Couple more times. Right arm, hips lift. Exhale, release, turn the head to the left. Left arm and hips, inhale. Exhale, release, turn the head to the right. Both arms, lift the hips, inhale. And then exhale, release the arms and hips back down and take a breath. Good. Now that the back is nice and warmed up, extend your legs down to the floor. Arms are still down by your sides. Take a moment to tune in to what side of the body is your left side and what part of the body is your right side. That'll come in handy here. And we're going to move opposite arms and opposite legs. So with your next inhale, lift your right arm all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you, and lift your left leg into the air at the same time. So right arm, left leg. Exhale, release the arm and leg back down to the ground. And then we'll do the opposite side. Inhale, lift the left arm and right leg. Exhale, release the arm and leg down. Right arm, left leg, inhale. And exhale, release. Left arm, right leg, inhale. And exhale, release. And just keep going on your own. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lifting on inhale, lowering on exhale. Helping to warm up the core here. Also helping to create a bit more focus, coordinate the mind. When we do these, what these are called cross crawl exercises, they help to integrate the two halves of the brain. And if you mess up, it's okay. That's part of the magic. We're going to do a couple more times on each side. Keep moving with your breath, lifting inhale, lowering exhale. And the next time your right leg and left arm release down, go ahead and stay on the ground and take an adjusting breath, noticing sensation. It might be in your core, your low back, your hips, the backs of the legs, maybe in the shoulders and arms, maybe somewhere else entirely. What is true for you? Good. And then go ahead and bring your right knee into your chest. Good. Now with the right knee into the chest, flex the left foot, the leg on the ground, pulling the toes back. This will activate that leg. Keep the right knee drawing into your chest. Take the arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body. And we're going to do a little bit of movement here. So take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, take the right knee across the body toward the floor on your left side. And then inhale, unwind. Exhale, take the knee across again. Inhale, unwind. Try to keep the shoulders grounded. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Just a few more times. If you'd like to, as you take the knee across the body, you can turn your chin to the right, away from the knee. That just completes the spinal rotation. If that doesn't feel good on your neck, don't worry about it. Let's do two more, okay? Exhale across. Inhale back. And exhale across. And inhale back and go ahead and adjust. You can take the leg all the way to the ground if you'd like. Notice the difference between the two sides of your body. And then we'll go ahead and balance it out. So bringing the left knee in this time, leg it in, and flex the right foot, pulling the toes toward the ceiling. Keep the left knee into your chest, take the arms out to the sides, and let's repeat the exercise on this side. So taking a deep breath in, inhale, exhale, take the knee across, twist, inhale, unwind, and exhale, twist. Keep going. Try to keep the shoulders grounded the entire time. Even if it just means you don't go as deep into the twists, try to keep the shoulders on the ground as best you can. Now, again, there's also the option as you take the knee across to turn the chin to the left, away from the knee. Keep going. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Just a little bit longer, warming up the spine, the lower back. Let's do two more. Then inhale, unwinding, and relax the leg on down. Feel sensation. Good. So from here, hug the knees into your chest again. And with the knees or the legs drawn inward, bring the soles of the feet together. Take the knees wide. Hold on to your shins, your ankles, or for some of us with longer arms, the edge, pinky edge of your feet. And you're going to draw the feet in toward your groin. Knees wide, feet drawing in toward the body, feeling this stretch in the hips here. And try not to force it because the hips don't like that. They will relax, but you have to be patient. It's the lesson we learn from opening the hips. Patience, because they will not be rushed, but they will open if we wait and breathe. Good. All right. So doing a little bit more work here on our backs. Keep the soles of the feet together and bring the pinky edge of the feet to the floor. So the knees falling out wide. Your arms can just rest down by your hips. And we're going to play around with butterfly bridge pose. So what is that, you ask? Go ahead and inhale, press the feet into the floor, lift the hips into the air, reaching the pelvis high, keeping the knees wide. As you exhale, carefully release the hips back down. And we'll repeat that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, keeping the soles of the feet together. And as you lift and lower, there is this stabilization that has to happen from the core. Because if one leg is stronger than the other, which is pretty likely, you might find that you're over activating on one side and under activating on the other. Might even feel like you're leaning to one side as you lift and lower. So try to balance that out so that you rise up and lower down in a straight line, which can be easier said than done. But keep going, a few more rounds. Butterfly bridge. Good. One more time, pushing up. And then carefully release on down. Good. Stretch your legs out. Take a moment, adjust, feel. You might have felt that one a lot actually in your lower back. Good. All right. So take your time, but when you're ready, go ahead and roll to your right side. And let's come on up to hands and knees. Table pose. Take your time with that. When you come to table, though, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips, or just slightly further back. Good. Now take a deep breath in, look forward, feel the tailbone lift. With your exhale, glide all the way back to child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead down. Inhale, float back up to hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose once again. Inhale up and exhale back. Adding on to this exercise, inhale up. With your exhale, you're going to bend your elbows in toward your waist and bring your chest down as far as you can without collapsing, which does not have to be this far. And then you're going to push back up and go back to child's pose. Let's repeat that. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, do a chest press, coming down as far as you can without collapsing and still able to push up. Inhale, push up. Exhale, child's pose. So it might mean there's only a slight bend of the elbows for you, and that's okay. Then push up and back. And let's just keep moving through this. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, chest press. Pushing up and back. Try to keep the elbows squeezing in toward the body as you press down. Don't take the elbows out to the side. That'll destabilize the wrist joint. Strengthening the arms and shoulders tonight. Let's do just a couple more, okay? One more time. Chest press, push up, and child's pose. Seat to the heels, forehead toward the ground. Feel, feel whatever it is you feel. Doesn't matter what it is, just notice it. Good, all right, inhale up to hands and knees. This time do a chest press and bring your chest all the way down to the ground. Release your hips back, coming on to your belly. Good. Feeling the pelvis ground. With your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the head, chest, and the legs, coming into locust pose. Exhale, release down. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders down the back, squeeze up the legs, squeeze up the heart. Elbows stay bent. Exhale, release down. A few more times. Locust rise. And down. And rise. And down. One more time. And release down. Good. Curling the toes under. Go ahead and push up to hands and knees. And this time lift the hips into the air, coming into downward facing dog. You might walk your feet forward just a few inches. And let's walk the dog out a bit. Press a heel to the floor, bend the opposite knee, feeling length in the backs of the legs, and feeling length in your spine too. So the hips are reaching toward the sky behind you. Now, if you're having a hard time achieving that length in the spine, take your feet a little bit wider apart. There you might have it. Good. Now, from here, go ahead and walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. Release your head, neck, shoulders, arms, Just draping the upper body down over the thighs. The knees are slightly bent here, never locked. Good. And with your next inhale, press your palms to your shins, extend your spine forward, come halfway up, chest parallel to the ground. Now, if you were in the workshop on Thursday, we spent a lot of time here. So the back is flat, back of the neck is flat, and you're hovering the chest over the ground. Exhale, float back down. Let's do that again. Palms to shins, come halfway up. Shoulders together down the back. And then exhale, fold down. One more time for fun. Halfway up. Staying this time. Shoulders down the back, looking down at the ground. Knees are just slightly bent here. Back is flat. Good. Now, if you can, it's okay to keep the hands on the shins if you need to. If you can, extend the arms out to the side, airplane arms. And we're floating. And then with a big inhale, stand all the way up, reach the arms overhead, and release the arms on down. Take an adjusting breath here as we come to standing. A lot of core strengthening, back strengthening tonight. So let's do something for our shoulders now, because they need some love. I know they do. So we're going to do some arm swings. Many of you know this one. It's a 3-part inhale through the nose and a powerful exhale out of your mouth with the movement. And for the movement, it'll be inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms up, and then exhale, bend the elbows and jab them back. So fast motion, it's inhale, 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 exhale. Okay, and we're gonna go for 2 minutes. So go at a pace that you can maintain, save enough gas in the tank to get to the end, okay? So stacking the feet underneath the hips, a nice stable stance here. Core is engaged so that you're not swinging too far back and forward. And when you're ready, inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Try to feel the full rotation of your shoulder joints here. Up, back, up, then jab. Again, we're inhaling through the nose in 3 parts. You may just feel a clearing of the nostrils as you do that. Now the exhale, again, it's a powerful exhale out of your mouth. We're helping to clear the respiratory system here. It's almost like a wheeze or a kind of a hit to the gut, if you will, a gentle hit to the gut. Clearing the lungs, clearing the throat, getting rid of that stale, toxic air that can build up in the base portion of the lungs, especially when we have shallow breathing patterns, which many of us do, myself included. So sometimes it's good just to clear it all out. So big exhales. With all that talking, we're about halfway done. So just keep going. Again, you can slow the movement down if you need to. But if you do keep moving past the 90-second mark, especially, we start to reset your nervous system. We start to pull you out of that fight or flight collapse response. We start to bring you some balance, some calm, and just some general regulation. Who doesn't need that, right? 30 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Whew. Feel sensation, breath rate, heart rate, feeling in the body, cooling in the lungs and throat, nostrils. tingling in the arms and hands, warmth in the chest and shoulders. None of that, all of that, some of that. You may notice a quickened heart rate. That's okay. We can help to regulate that with your next inhale. Reach your arms out to the sides and overhead. Hold the breath in at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. Release the arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. Holding the breath in at the top. Again, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Third time's a charm. Inhale, reach. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. So please take a wide stance on your mat now. I'll have to turn to the side, I'm sure. And for this one, we're going to take the toes out to the sides. I'm trying to decide which exercise I want to do. Toes point out to the sides about 45 degrees. Your hands can start on your hips. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bend your knees out toward their toes. Then inhale, straighten the legs, come back up. Let's do that again. Exhale, bend the knees, sinking down. And then inhale, come back up. Keep going a few more times. If you feel like you need to narrow your stance, bring the heels closer together, you can. If you feel like you need to widen them, do that too. Good, last one, sinking down and coming back up. Good. So we're going to play around with holding the breath again. And one thing I like to mention when I ask you to hold your breath is that if it doesn't feel comfortable to do so, if it just makes you feel really anxious, don't hold your breath. Just breathe normally, okay? You can still do the movement with me though. So what it's going to look like is I'll sweep the arms out to the sides. I'll bend the knees as I inhale, and then I'm going to hold my breath here for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, straighten the legs and bring the arms down. And we're going to repeat that a few times, okay? So arms starting down. With your inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, bend the knees, reach up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, straighten the legs, release the arms down. Inhale, sweep up, bend the knees. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, straighten the legs, arms down. Again, reach up, bend the knees. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. 5th time's a charm. Inhale. Hold. And exhale, come back up. Good. When we hold the breath intentionally like that, we start to create these gaps or stopping points, of course, in the breath, but also in the mind. So if you find yourself ruminating a lot, if you find yourself just not able to get out of a funk or something, playing around with the breath in an intentional way like that can actually help to stop the mind from spinning in whatever it's spinning in. So just know that. So next thing we'll do is bring the feet parallel. So the toes are pointing directly forward. If anything, they're pigeon toeing slightly, and this will give you more access to your hamstrings and to your lower back. The hamstrings are the backs of the legs. So sweep the arms out to the sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Swan dive, fold down over the legs. Feel that stretch in the backs of the legs. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way back up. Good, let's do that again. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Again, folding down. Coming up. And down. and up. Good. This time, fold forward will stay. Try not to lock the knees, just a little bit of bend to them. And as you fold here, you can grab opposite elbows and just hang forward. Again, knees are slightly bent, feeling the backs of the legs lengthen, the lower back lengthen, the chin drops in toward your throat, so the back of the neck is loose. Now, as you hang here, if you want to, if it feels good, if it doesn't, don't do it. But if it feels good, you can just kind of swing the upper body a little bit, gently from side to side, like a gently moving pendulum. If that just feels aggravating, don't do it. Just hang forward. A lot of yoga is really just picking what works for you, picking your own practice, choose your own adventure. Staying for just a little bit longer. Now, if you are moving, come to stillness and center. And then we'll all sweep the arms out to the sides. Inhale, strong back, come all the way up. And then exhale, release the arms down. Good. Now take a moment because the blood in the body might need to reconstitute. Great. So when you're ready, whichever side is the front of your mat, go ahead and step that way. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Take a drink of water if you need to. We're about to head into a sun salutation, which is what our workshop on Thursday was about. That was a fun workshop. So in our sun salutation, we'll revisit some of the work we've already done today. Our lunge or warrior thing is going to be warrior one. So those of you who did come on Thursday, we've spent a lot of time with that one. If you did not come on Thursday, I will still instruct it. Don't worry. But it's an opportunity for everybody to practice. So standing tall, bring your palms to your heart, shoulders down the back. Find your breath. And with your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips again, swan dive, fold down. Press palms to shins, come halfway up here, heart parallel to the ground. And then exhale, fold forward, step your right foot back. Now the back foot comes flat to the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. Then there's a nice strong bend to the left knee. And then inhale, sweep your arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, come up into warrior one. Good. Now, since the first warrior of the night, we're going to stay for just a little bit. Feel the back foot grounding onto the ground. And then with the upper body, so from the waist up, hinge forward about 45 degrees, lean forward, and then roll your shoulders back, shooting the heart forward as the thumbs reach back behind you. You could also do cactus arms here. Good. Now with your next inhale, straighten the left knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold down over the left leg. It's okay to bend that knee. Stay for a breath or two. And then carefully bending the left knee a bit more, step back to downward facing dog. Take your time with that. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, bend the elbows in towards your waist, chest press, coming down to the ground. Release the hips. Feel your pelvis ground. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release down. Good. Curling the toes under again. Push up to hands and knees and lift into downward facing dog. Good. So in down dog, lift the right leg high into the air behind you. And exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Now, if it doesn't make it on the first try, reach down and grab the ankle and help it through. All right. Back foot turns flat to the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. Nice strong bend to the front knee. And when you're ready, reach forward and come up into warrior one. Good. Now ground the back foot. Arms can be straight up or cactus. Cactus is just cactus arms. Good. And then go ahead and lean forward about 45 degrees and then roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and reach forward as you fold down over your right leg. It's okay if that knee bends a bit. And with your next exhale, step the left foot forward, standing forward fold. Press palms to shins again, halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side, strong back lift all the way up. Inhale. And release palms to heart. That was so much fun. We're going to do it again. So when you're ready, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive fold. Palms to shins, halfway up, please. And exhale, fold down. Step the left foot back this time, back foot flat, toes pointing forward slightly, bend the front knee. When you're ready, sweep on up, warrior one. Lean the heart forward, take the shoulders back. Then inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, down over the right leg. Stay for an inhale. And then carefully step back to downward facing dog when you're ready. Floating down onto hands and knees, inhale. Exhale, chest press. Release the hips. Round the pelvis, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust. Exhale, release down, curl the toes under, push up to hands and knees, and lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. And down dog, lift the left leg up and step it on through. Again, help it forward. Back foot comes flat to the floor, toes pointing forward a little bit. Bend the left knee, warrior one, come on up. Good, leaning the chest forward. Roll the shoulders back. Good, straighten the left knee. Hinge at your hips, fold forward and down over the left leg. Stay for an inhale. And then exhale, step the right foot forward, standing forward fold. Again, palms to shins, halfway up, shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side with a strong back lift all the way up. And palms to your heart. Again, inhale, sweep up. And fold. Halfway. And down. Right foot steps. Prepping for warrior one. Back foot on the floor. Come on up. Sink in. Lean forward. Roll the shoulders back. Straighten the left knee. Exhale, fold. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, down dog. Hands and knees. Chest press. Release. Locust. Release. Push up. Downward facing dog. Right leg. Step it through. Help it forward, back foot flat to the floor. Take your time. When you're ready, bend the right knee and sweep on up. Warrior one. Sinking in. Leaning the chest forward, inhale. Roll the shoulders back, exhale. Inhale, straighten the right knee. And exhale, fold down over that leg. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Palms to shins. And fold. Arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. Again, inhale, reach. Fold. Halfway. And down. Left foot steps this time. Warrior one prep. When you're ready, warrior one. Heart leans forward. Shoulders roll back. Straighten the knee and fold over it. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands and knees. Chest press. Coming down onto the belly. Locust rise, head, chest, legs. And down. Pushing up. And back. Downward dog. Left leg lifts this time. Bring it on through. Help it forward. Do what you got to do. Back foot flat to the floor. When you're ready, warrior one. Good. Leaning forward. Roll the shoulders back. Straighten the knee. And fold over the leg. Stay for an inhale. Step forward, exhale. Palms to shins. Exhale down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Take an adjusting breath. Notice sensation in your body. It's a good job with the sun salutation. We're going to move along and do a twist next. So for this one, we're going to come back into a wide leg stance. And feel free to watch me do this once or twice, okay? So the toes are pointing directly forward, and I'm going to hinge at the hips and fold down, and then I'm going to come halfway up. Now, if the floor is far away from you here, you could bring a stack of books or a yoga block to help you out and bring the floor closer to you. So I'm going to bring my right hand underneath my face or onto a block if you need it, and bring my left hand onto the waist. With an inhale, I'm going to extend the spine forward. With the exhale, I'm going to roll the left shoulder back. And we're just going to move in and out of this a few times and then hold, okay? This rotation of the spine is going to be good for us after the work that we've done, all right? So again, if you need a prop, grab one. I recommend having yoga blocks. If you don't already, just order some. They're really cheap. When you're ready, fold forward. And then come halfway up and bring, again, the right hand under your face, the left hand onto your left hip bone. Take a deep breath in, feel the spine extend forward. As you exhale, roll the left shoulder back. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, twist. Twice more. And as you twist this time, stay in the twist. Roll the left shoulder back as much as you can here. Now, in the full version of this pose, you're looking up toward the ceiling. Now, that might not be accessible for everybody, so if that's too much on your neck, just look straight forward or even downward slightly. No need to strain the neck here. But do keep that left shoulder rolling back. Good. Inhale, unwind. And just fold forward for a moment. Beautiful. Come halfway up again, please. This time, bring your left hand under your face, either onto the ground or onto a block or a stack of books or something, and bring your right hand onto your right hip. Again, we'll go in and out of the pose a few times. So feel length in the spine as you take a deep breath in, And as you exhale, roll the right shoulder back. Twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. And twist. Inhale and twist. One more time. And as you come into the pose this time, stay. Really powerfully taking that right shoulder back. Again, if it's too much to look up, look forward or down. Breathe. Good. Inhale, unwind and fold forward. If you'd like to, you can grab opposite elbows again and just hang. If you didn't like that, it's okay just to hang the arms toward the floor. Good. All right. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And then release the arms down. Feel sensation for a moment. Go ahead. All right. So we're going to start to bring our energy back down to the floor. And I always like to get you there because transitions are my thing. So whichever direction is the head of your mat, point your toes that way and step forward. Good. We're going to sweep the arms up, inhale, and fold forward, exhale. Line up, palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, release. Carefully step the feet back into downward facing dog. And then float down onto hands and knees when you're ready. And release back into child's pose. Just take a few breaths here in child's pose. All right, so from here, please walk your hands back, coming up to a seat, looking toward me for just a minute. I'll demonstrate the next exercise. So this next exercise is fairly simple to do, but there's something I don't want you to do in it. So safety first, I'll demonstrate it. It's rabbit pose for those of you who know it. So for this posture, we're gonna start in child's pose. The forearms are on the ground. And I'm gonna bring the top of the forehead or the hairline to the floor, okay? Now, I'm not going to effort a lot in my shoulders or my arms. They're just there to stabilize me. What's really happening is my hips are going to be lifting and lowering off the heels. The head stays on the ground the entire time. So as the hips lift, I just roll from that hairline to the crown of the head. And then as I lower the hips, I rock back from that top of the head back to the hairline. So I'll move the arms so you can see. Rocking forward, and rocking back. The head stays on the ground the entire time. Okay. What I don't want you to do is go any further than the top of your head. Because you're going to rock between these 2 points, and it's going to be tempting to want to go further to back here. And to be honest, it'll feel amazing, but you're not going to be able to turn your head for 5 days. So you can pick momentary pleasure or long-term comfort. It's up to you. It's a philosophical thing. Actually, don't do that. Just do what I just told you to do. Do just to the ground of the head. All right, so go ahead and come into child's pose, forearms on the ground. Bring the top of the forehead or hairline to the floor. And just relax your shoulders and arms for a moment. They don't need to be that activated. And again, think about lifting and lowering your hips. So lift the hips, rock from the top of the forehead to the very top of your actual head, and then release the hips back, coming back to the hairline. Rocking forward, inhale. and rocking back. Exhale. And just keep going, moving on your breath. I recommend this being a slower movement. There's no need to do this quickly. And putting this pressure in the top of the head can be quite grounding and calming to the nervous system. And this is also helping to relieve tension at the back of the head, at the occipital region where the spine connects to the skull. So if you hold a lot of tension in your neck, this is a lifesaver. If you have a tension headache, this is a lifesaver. And if, like me, you are a compulsive jaw clencher, this is a lifesaver. Just keep moving in and out gently. Rabbit pose. And we're going to continue practicing this for about another minute to minute and a half. And I'm going to invite you into one of two options here. The first, if you're really loving this, just keep moving in and out. Just keep doing what you're doing. Now, if you want to, you can just hold at the top. You can just come to the top of the pose and just stay and breathe. Or you can just keep moving in and out. It's completely up to you. Allowing that tension at the back of the neck to be coaxed out. Continue for another half minute or so. And then we'll all meet in child's pose. Just feel sensation as you come to rest. All right. Taking a deeper, fuller breath. Roll yourself on up. Good. So we just have one or two more exercises to do before we come to rest, and we're going to do them on our backs. So go ahead and flip on over, roll on over. You can flip if you want to. It's my ongoing joke, but I can't help be held responsible for your flipping. Once you make it onto your back, like before, hug your knees into your chest. And it might feel good just to rock gently from side to side. We've worked the back a lot tonight, so this little massage from side to side might feel really profound right now. Good. And then please bring your feet flat to the floor. Heels underneath your knees, prepping for bridge pose once again. We won't be here long. So pressing the feet into the floor with your next inhale, lift the hips into the air. And we're going to stay for about 5 breaths. Deep breath in and exhale, release the hips down. Hug the knees into the chest again. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the shins, ankles, or pinky edge of the feet. Draw the feet in toward your body. Knees going wide. Staying for just a couple more breaths. And as you feel complete here, please release. Extend your legs down to the floor and make yourself ready to rest here for a few minutes. Our final resting posture, Shavasana. Just let the toes flop out to the sides, the hips can relax, your arms relaxing out to the sides as well. Palms face up so your shoulders can relax. Let go of any clenching of your jaw, letting there be some space between the rows of teeth. And even though the eyes are closed, just feel them relax as if they're settling deeper into their sockets. Settling in, be aware of the breath again. However best you can be aware of the breath. Sensation in the nostrils, the feeling at the throat, the gentle expansion and contraction of the body. However best you can be aware of the breath, be aware of the breath. peace, peace, peace. And please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath, making gentle movement in your hands and feet, your arms and legs, slowly bringing your body and your awareness back. And taking your time as you roll to your right and coming up to a seat from here. So bringing your palms to your heart and lower the chin. And honor yourself for the work you've done here tonight. And by that I mean feel gratitude to yourself for the effort you put forth. And may that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.